His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is ringside. And here comes the general.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell... The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Defense is not an option for these two. They both want a highlight reel knockout. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Throws the jab, but does not score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. And there's the bell for round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They miss with the jab. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we're entering on to the fourth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, and Patterson's dazed. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That was almost a... There's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Beautiful counter punch. That hook won't score. Jab does not score. perfect counter lands. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
A perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something. There's the bell for round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Larry Holmes on the back foot. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You'd like to see more jabs. Display here is incredible. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, there was no doubt. Here comes round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice counter shot. That left hook missed. Good counter punching. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fight. Hold that thought! Wow, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here! Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again. We need need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knock. And we enter the 8th round. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. And he fails to score with that left hook. That jab doesn't score. Good counter punching. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Hook misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight.